Hello and welcome back to Livin Large with LCruu, the adventure vlog. I'm LCruu and this is the adventure vlog. Today we are going to Epcot and we're gonna rank all the food and the wine and the beverages of the Food and Wine Festival at Epcot in Orlando, Florida. If you want to see the full length vlog, I'll link it right up here. You can find that on my channel, and let's get eating. I'm LCruu. I'm here with Logan.
Hello.
The flavor enthusiast.
I like eating.
Today we are finally ranking all of the food and drink, all of the countries that we visited in our Epcot journey. We're finally talking through which ones were the best, which ones were the worst. I feel like I also need to talk about the fact that we've had an impossible time filming this video. We had to remake this tier list a bunch of times, and the screen recordings weren't working, and we recorded the whole video once, and it was just we were so exhausted. Anyway, we're trying this again, and we're ready to give you all the information about which countries were the best in Epcot. So for our tier system, we have 5 different levels. We have the flavor explosion at the very top, meaning that it was amazing. The whole experience of the country was top tier. Next, we have high up there, which means we really enjoyed it. Maybe we loved everything we had. It just couldn't compare. Yeah, it wasn't an explosion. Next we have not too bad, which means we liked it, but maybe it was we really enjoyed the drink, but not so much the food, or vice versa, or the country itself didn't really encapsulate us. Not too good. The next tier below that, it wasn't something to write home about.
Wasn't too good.
It wasn't too good. And the last one, I don't know if we have anything that ranks here. We'll see. But it's tasteless. Things that we were I would just not get that again, would not recommend. No fun in this country. So, also, we're going to go alphabetically, I think, for our own sake. All right, so let's start with the Alps. What did we have in the Alps? We were already kind of drunk by the time we got there, but Juliana got it was like a cheese plate kind of thing with... What the heck did you get?
If you do that,
dipping
you win
cheeses?
$100.
It was really sticky cheeses.
Yeah.
This cheese smell is intense.
So they said it was these bread things, cheese bread, but it was literally that. It was literally cheese bread. The bread that was encapsulated
No, you're thinking Brazil. This one was the really smelly cheese. It was the warm raclette, Swiss cheese, and Alpine ham, baby potatoes on a baguette. It tasted good, but it was really smelly.
It was smelly.
But
you know what they say? The smellier the cheese,
the better the breeze.
The better the breeze.
Yep. They do say that all the time. But where would you rank that? So that was the only thing we tried from the Alps, right? We didn't get a beer or anything.
No.
And this is why we were already a little drunk, and that's why we didn't rank it anywhere. We also didn't technically get anything. We tried my sister's platter. Mm-hmm. So where would you rank that? I
might be biased because I like cheese.
You do like cheese.
I do love cheese. Considering everything else that we're about to talk about, I don't think it was too bad.
Okay.
I don't think it was amazing.
Yeah, I would say somewhere between not too bad and not too good. But I'll leave that discretion up to you.
I'm going to say not too bad because this was the only place that we had the plethora of cheeses.
So next on the list is Australia. We loved Australia. Tell them what we had.
Australia was the first thing when you walked in, you saw Australia, which was a little hut. And I think that's because it was the Food and Wine Festival.
Yeah. They
had these little stands every once in a while that aren't usually a part of Epcot, I don't think.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. It was my first time. But in Australia, they had this lamb chop that was crazy. It set the mood for the entire trip.
Set the bar real high,
Yeah. It was crazy juicy, ridiculously well cooked.
Yeah, and then what did we get to drink in Australia? So this is going to be hard because we ranked the lamb chop as number 1 out of all the food that we tried. Mm-hmm. But the wines we had were not as high.
No, they were decent.
But that's hard because I would love to put Australia in Flavor Explosion because the food was.
Yeah, but we have to consider everything. Food, Flavor Explosion. The wine brought it down a little bit.
So I would still put it high up there.
If you're down. High up there.
Do you know which one is Australia flag?
I think it's that.
I believe so too. Next on the list was Belgium, and this was sentimental for me because we had a beer flight, and one of the beers in the flight was actually from Delirium, which is the famous Belgian cafe, but it's a giant bar. And so I just got really sentimental about it, but it was good beer.
Take a look at the Ibiza blog. Right
The
here.
Belgian.
The Belgian vlog.
All around, I think Belgium was pretty damn good.
It was good. The only thing that I wasn't so... The Belgian waffle was crazy fluffy.
It was good. Not chocolatey enough,
Not
if you ask
chocolatey
me.
enough.
Is that what you were going to say?
Yeah. But it was good. It was good.
It
What
was
else did we
good.
get? Oh, your dad.
My dad got this braised beef, like, it was almost like a beef stew, and that was also delicious. I, like, almost regret not getting our own.
Yeah.
One of it. And the beer was all good. And we had a Belgian coffee. There was like a spiked coffee option, but we were just literally needed the caffeine. And that was good. It was like just an iced coffee. It was delicious.
So what would you, considering everything?
Considering everything, honestly, I think I'd still put it in Flavor Explosion. Because I think overall it was just... But what do you think?
I mean, it was really good. Like, imagine if we didn't get the waffle, that would 100% be Flavor Explosion.
And the waffle was still good. I
still
just would
good.
have liked more chocolate.
I agree.
It was still a good Belgian waffle.
I would put it in the Flavor Explosion.
Okay, I like that. I like that we can agree there.
So,
which is crazy that it beat Australia. So next was Brazil, which is there's where we got the cheesy bread.
Yeah.
Which was the...
Brazilian cheese bread. So I was expecting like a cheese bread like you would get from Little Caesars or something, but no, it was literally a cheese ball that was fried.
Yeah.
But like a light fry.
A light fry and like a chunky. It was like you take a bite and you're like, it's there for a minute, you know?
Like that.
I feel like for the most part, things were not priced too bad. Like that cheese ball was $5, but 4 of us had at least one bite of it.
Yeah, no, it was solid.
Know? I didn't love the cheese bread, but we also had a frozen caperana. I don't know how to pronounce it, nor do I know what it is, but we're going to drink it. I don't think I'm saying that right, but it was like either a tequila or rum cocktail, but it was frozen, so it was almost like think like you're in the Bahamas.
You get a pina colada with the palm trees and a hammock.
Kind of, but it wasn't pina colada flavor, but it was like the same texture as a pina colada.
Yeah. It was nice too because it was really hot.
Which is funny because we ranked it 11 out of drinks, but looking back, I think it was pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't know. Where would you put Brazil?
It was just a little sweet. I don't think it was not too good. Like, it was still good.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah.
But this
so
is
not too bad.
This is your video.
It's gonna be tough. They can put it in not too bad. Wait, what did you say? You think it was not too good?
Not too bad at all.
Okay. Was Canada. So we have to let you know that Canada, there was a filet in their little hut, but the line was so long and it was right when we were starting, so we wanted to kind of get the ball rolling. So we did not wait in line for the filet. We also got a beer, Canadian beer.
Yeah, I got a Molson.
We shared that, and genuinely, I think I'm going to be pretty harsh about this one. I liked the experience of Canada, though. Like, there was a cute little...
Ski lodge.
It was like a ski lodge. It was cute. In Canada, yeah, and I liked their costumes, their outfits. I liked that they really embraced the French-Canadian of it. So I liked the culture, but I didn't love what we drank.
I wish we waited in line for the filet.
I know, because I feel like that would be our ranking would be a lot higher if we didn't taste the filet.
So you're ranking the Molson.
I want to put it under not too good.
Okay.
I almost want to say tasteless, but because I enjoy the culture and all of it, as a country, I'd say Canada wasn't bad.
It was a good experience.
China.
I freaking love China, but I'm biased. That's like my favorite type of food. That and Japan, but we'll get to Japan.
Well, but China was cool too because it is always in Epcot. It's so like, it's fully developed. So that was cool. So China already gets points for that.
We like walked into like a mini town of China.
It was really, China's
awesome.
cool, yeah.
And then we walked inside of, I don't know what we walked inside of, but then all of a sudden there was like a historical video that started playing.
It was cool.
So that was a whole experience too. Mm-hmm. We got bubble tea, we got boba.
We got boba. It was like a chocolate bourbon. I would rank that pretty high.
And I asked for extra boba, and they gave us a whole freaking cup.
It was a whole thing
of the tapioca pearls, which was crazy.
Okay, which is funny because we still didn't rank that one, even though we both loved it.
Yeah,
and I would say it's like within the first. Oh yeah, we did get the chicken dumplings. Chicken dumplings were good. I would rank China pretty high. I'll let you take the reins on that.
I would call it a flavor explosion. Well, yeah, I would call it a flavor explosion.
Yeah, I can agree. I think China gets a flavor explosion. Flavors from America. We did stop and get an American beer fight. It's funny because we ranked it higher than some of the other countries, but we also, I feel like, I don't want to rank it high on there because...
we didn't have the full experience.
And we, like, live it every day. It wasn't, like, special. It was like, it's literally, you could go, like, we could walk outside our door and go to a beer place and have the same experience, so it wasn't, like, anything out of this world.
Yeah.
Like people who were coming from out of the country and eating in America or like drinking in America, it might be cool for them. But like it really was the average experience. So I would put it in one of the bottom two, honestly. It was good beer though, so maybe not too good.
Not too
like
good.
I'm not totally sold on like the whole American experience, but the beer was good.
So we don't have an American flag. But we could use A.
We'll use A for America.
We'll use A for America.
America. That's funny. I didn't
Not too
realize
bad,
that.
you said?
Not too good. Not too good.
Just because of the experience aspect of it.
Yeah. Next was France. I'm also biased. If you've been watching the vlog for a while, you know my history with France, with the French language, that I lived there for a while. Like, they did such a good job. Plus, we were just Ratatouille for Halloween.
Yeah.
And it was like Ratatouille themed because of the movie.
You saw Remy's everywhere.
So what do you think about the food and the wine that we had there?
Okay. Well, was this where they had the free smells, too?
That's funny. We were walking around the little shops in Paris or in France, and we literally were like in the Dior store and like smelling the.
It was like that SpongeBob clip where they walk through the perfume.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's right here. Yeah, so I liked the whole experience of it because it was a really cool town. We got the escargot.
Yeah.
Which is a crazy experience because we got like the last.
We got like the last of the escargot. They told us we were sold out, and then they like double checked, and they're like, "Okay, we have like just enough for your group."
Yeah, they're like calzones.
We made it. They're like just in time. Croissants.
Croissants. They were croissants with escargot, which is awesome because I never had escargot. The wine was really good.
You never had escargot before? I did not know that.
First time Epcot. First
I
time
love
snail.
that. That's cool. The only thing is, what did you not like? The creme brulee.
Oh yeah.
It was aight.
It was aight.
But it was not good.
Well, it wasn't warm. That was the first time. Well, I don't blame them. They have to make these huge amounts. So like yeah, right, exactly. It was decent.
So overall, where do you rank France?
Just because of the creme brulee, I'd put it
a little bit
lower than Flavor Explosion.
Okay. I think I would agree. I would say high up there because the wines were pretty good too. We got reds and whites. French red was number 7 out of 15. I still think high up there for the overall sense. And the escargot was so good.
And the smells.
Yeah. We had fun. It kind of was like Paris shopping. Okay. After France, Germany.
Germany was fun.
Germany was fun, but we got skimped, bro. Like, Germany is cool, the way it's set up and everything, because, again, it is always an Epcot. Mm-hmm. But come on. Their little stand where we got our, what's it called, bratwurst. Waste of money. Like, that actually made me mad.
It was a small circumference.
Yeah, it was not like it was like a breakfast sausage looking piece.
Baby brat.
And it was good, but like there was the bun to brat ratio was like.
Yeah, it was not good, and they gave us mustard.
It didn't
no
feel legit.
sauerkraut.
It didn't feel legit.
Well, I think it's because with the Food and Wine Fest, they have these reasonably priced foods, right? But they're snack sizes apparently. So if we were to go to the actual restaurant, they had the big boy brat.
Yeah.
And we spilled our beer.
It was a good beer though.
Really good beer.
But I think
really
definitely
they had cool stores.
They did have cool stores. It was cute. So where do you want to put it?
That's all you. The horizontal Belgium.
Horizontal Belgium will go. No, you choose.
I didn't know Germany and Belgium had such a similar flag. These are completely different countries.
They are.
Okay. See, the bra was just disappointing. I want it, and the experience was cool. I'm debating right now between high up there and not too bad. Where do you put it?
I would say not too bad because, like, ranking the whole experience, like, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like, I think they just could have done better for Germany, honestly. Yeah. So, unfortunately, Greece, we didn't stop at all. Yeah. So, RIP to Greece. We're not even ranking it because we didn't go to that tent.
The line was just too long. We tried to fit this all in within like 10 hours, not even.
We also didn't hit Hawaii, which is not a country, by the way. But it's fine because you can watch all the Hawaii vlogs up here. India.
What did we get?
We liked.
We got the sparkling wine.
We got this.
Or champagne.
Yes, it was like
or
no, the fig one was in Japan or Morocco.
It
was like a Indian sparkling wine, and that was good.
Zach got the chicken tiki marsala,
which we tasted,
which he loved.
I tasted it at least.
I didn't get a flavor of it.
But I give creds. I give creds. Where do you want to put that? Do you know which one's the Indian flag?
It's either this one or this one.
I don't think it's either of those. Oh, it's the first one.
First one? Okay. Because I just had the wine, I would put the wine in the not too good category,
Okay.
just considering everything else.
I can agree with you. And
But
because
you had
if
the
we had a
chicken.
bigger sample size, if we had like gotten actual food, our own food in India, I think we were on the fence about it because we were like, I'm really full because I think it was after we got from China, we just had the bourbon thing and the, you know. So if we would have gotten food, I think India would have ranked higher, but based on our experience.
It's a freaking marathon.
It's a freaking marathon.
Like, go in hungry.
Yeah.
And pace yourself.
And honestly, I think for the size of even the drinks that you get, it's reasonably priced. Like, you can still get, like, the wines that we were getting were, like, probably 3-ounce glasses.
Sure.
$5, you know? I mean, $5, $6, and especially because Disney is extremely overpriced as it is, like, in everything. I think that they did a pretty good... They did a pretty good job with that. So, Ireland, I think we had some good food, but we literally...
What was it?
The Irish cream beer was very last. We hated that.
Yeah.
Like, it was not good.
We've had better.
We did have better. Also,
than what they were offering at Epcot.
For sure. Also, the fisherman's pie was pretty good, but not very textured. But we also had the sausage. It was like a sausage with mashed potato kind of thing.
That was really
I
good.
liked it. 6 out of 10 for the food.
I liked the fisherman's pie.
You liked
it? Was,
you liked
what
it?
was
Okay.
it? What was it? It was like a... It was like
shrimp in like a...
It was like a shepherd's pie with
shepherd's pie.
Yeah, with
like
fish. So... but the textures, like you were saying, it was like creamy, and then you had the fish, so there wasn't a crunch.
I don't think there was a good balance of that. So, but we also, there was another drink I thought we did like. Oh yeah, the honey wine. The honey wine was from
delicious.
Ireland, and that was really good. So we've got like some really things we really didn't like, and then some things we really did.
Because it was a balance between the two, I guess we should put it in the middle.
Not too bad.
Yeah, not
Okay,
too bad.
I agree. After Ireland was Italy. Again, we should have got a bigger sample size because it says here they had like focaccia bread.
And pizza.
But the pizza, Dad was so mad. He was like walking around and he's like, this doesn't even look authentic. We're the real Italians, blah, 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 blah. But we did have a really good limoncello cocktail. Mm-hmm. That was good. What do you think? And Italy was really cute. There was a little shop where they had artists, masks from Carnival that were like shipped in from Italy, hand painted, really beautiful.
Yeah.
And that made it feel like a more authentic Italian experience, even if the pizza like wasn't. But
we didn't try it though.
But we didn't try it. We just based it off of Dad's.
Yeah. But something that I also respected a lot about Epcot, a side note, is that the people that they had working at each of these stations were from that country.
Yes.
So it added an extra cultural element to it. There's a lot of learning.
Which is really cool because that is something that I do appreciate about Disney is the way that they bring people in from all over the world. Like that, I think that's awesome because really, I feel like Disney is in a lot of ways like a universal thing, just like with the movies and everything. Like it just has a far reach. So the fact that they have that, I appreciate
very intentional.
That too. Yeah.
So Italy. I would be the limoncello drink. I liked a lot.
It was good.
I would in the experience of just Italy itself. We were walking around just to shop.
It was
shopping
cute,
on it. I would put it high up there.
Okay, I agree.
You agree?
All right, Japan gets a high ranking. We loved that stuff. All of the food was so good. We got like a sushi, a wagyu rice. I don't know what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, we got one of everything. Like I said, like it's my stuff.
Love Japan. The sake cocktail. The sake itself wasn't like anything crazy, but the sake cocktail, I don't even.
Probably top 2 drinks that was in Epcot.
So good.
And the food was just underneath the lamp, in my opinion.
Yeah,
but then
it
again,
was
I'm
pretty
biased.
close,
I love
man.
dim sum. There was so much dim sum.
And there was
but
a spicy
Chinese,
sushi.
so like I'm confused. They had the bao buns though.
The bao
right?
buns, yeah.
They had the bao buns.
They had the bao bun, the wagyu rice. We really did like it all.
Yeah.
So where do you put it?
Let's put that in flavor explosion.
Yeah, I would
easily.
agree. I would
No
agree.
doubt in my mind.
Kenya. This is where we were also a little bit like running around.
I don't remember Kenya. If you want me to be completely honest with you. Did we get the
around.
beer?
No,
Wait.
well maybe.
No, we
was-
skipped Kenya because we were getting full, and the beer was from Tampa, Florida.
It's not authentic. Because we don't exactly remember. The one thing I will say about Kenya, we had fun. That's where all the drums were.
That's funny. We can rank it based off experience.
Yeah, but I mean okay, I guess we're not gonna rank it because we didn't have food or wine. It seems like.
Mm-hmm.
Mexico, we had we didn't get any food, but this was like right at the end. We had our margaritas with the fireworks show. The margs were good, and the bartender lady, he wanted a different rim on his glass, and she like switched it up for him.
They put tahini on it.
Yeah,
like on the.
They had a lot of different salted rims, which
it's
is cool. I'd rank that high for like experience too.
And it was when the
Mexico's
fireworks were
fun.
going off.
Yeah, it was cute. It was a fun little moment.
High up there, you said?
What do you think?
I agree.
And we loved Morocco because guess what? Second, at least by my opinion, second for all of the food was the chicken kebab in Morocco.
So good.
They had the sauce that they had drizzled on it, like it was fresh, it was warm. They also had a really good fig cocktail. It was like a fig sparkling wine cocktail, which was second on all of the cocktails for me. So and we had fun. We were belly dancing. Yeah, we were like belly dancing with like a street band and stuff. We were walking around. I know where I'd rank it.
Yeah, I agree. Spain.
Sangria flight.
Oh, when you found out that my food...
When I found out my best friend got engaged, I was like sobbing drinking the sangria. But the sangrias were good. There was like it was like a flight. So it was a red, like a mango-y, and then like a white.
Yeah, it was nice.
It was cool. And the seafood salad. We got the seafood salad and the paella. We went crazy. Why are we acting like we didn't get anything in Spain?
We got everything in Spain.
We're like, Spain. No, it was good. I liked it. I thought overall, because we almost went back for a second seafood or a second paella.
Yeah, you're right.
It was good. I think Dad went back for a second one.
Let's put it up there. All the way up there.
You think? Sure.
Yeah.
The United Kingdom. We had fun. We looked around. We hung out in a phone booth.
I think we just tried the beer and that was it.
We tried a beer.
Yeah, they got the beer and we tried it. We didn't get too much. But it was a good time.
Yep. I'll let you take your...
I mean, if we're basing this off of what we did with Canada, we would have to put it in not too good. Not because we didn't have a good time, but just because we just had the beer and we didn't have anything else.
And because we forgot to rank it, here is our honorable mention of Norway.
This beer is called Alf. You can only get it in Norway or in Disney Pavilion, Norway. It's not sold anywhere else. Yeah!
It smells a little bit like you're on a horse ranch. I think it's funny that none of our things ended in tasteless. I don't know if it's just because we're too nice or we're not good at making really harsh decisions.
Probably a little bit of both.
Or it could just mean that we had a really good experience. Mm-hmm. And again, I feel like I definitely just want to talk a little bit about the fact that not saying Epcot is cheap or anywhere in Disney is cheap, but I think that there is an affordable way to do this. Granted, the ticket into the park is like $130 to $150, and you just have to consider things like travel and stay and all that kind of stuff. But if you want to go to the Food and Wine Festival, there's nothing that says you have to drink and eat at every country. You can pick and choose. You can also stop at the actual restaurants and sit down and have like a meal and then get cocktails along the way. Like there's different ways to do it. We spent about like $100 each on food and wine. Yeah. We also, like we said, we sometimes just tried other people's stuff if we weren't really hungry at that moment. But overall, like I said, I mean, a lot of these little portions, a flight of 3 beers, like $12. It's not too bad. We share and sip. It's easy to get drunk and full throughout the day. Right. So, I would say I'm pleasantly surprised with the prices there. I genuinely was expecting to spend a lot more on the food and drink.
Yeah. Something else that I want to mention too is that not all of us have the luxury to travel the world, right? This is just like a little taste of what each country has to offer and a little bit of introduction to their culture.
And I do like that too. You have a good point.
Right.
Yeah.
And, I don't know if what they were portraying in Epcot is accurate or not, but it definitely raised my eyebrows. And I do want to get educated more about all these different cultures. Like, especially with China, with all that history that they gave us.
Yeah, that was really cool.
I'm like,
awesome. We gotta go to China. Yeah, and that's cool because it's like, it's either spending, let's say, $1,000 to travel to Florida, go to Epcot and have that experience, or $1,000 just for, one flight over to China, for example. And I'm not knocking in any way. I definitely think everyone should get out of their comfort zone and go travel if you can, if you have the means. If you want to make it happen, but like you said, it's a cool little way to like check out what the world has to offer. Yeah. In a way that's still like safe and comfortable. Like you're still domestic, all that kind of stuff. So, what are your closing thoughts?
Eat good.
Stay hungry.
Stay hungry.
Is that really what you were gonna say?
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Thank you for tuning in today. As always, we encourage you to get out there, travel the world, try new foods. Get out of your comfort zone and to keep living large. And we'll catch you on the flip.